Hello and welcome to Product Explorer. This is a channel where I review products that I've personally purchased for my own use, whether for work or for home, and I give you my honest opinion and I tell you whether it was worth it based on what I paid for it and the value and the quality of the products. Today we're going to look at a USB portable battery charger from Dark Energy called the Poseidon Pro. That's this particular unit right here. You can find this at darkenergy.com. I believe they're a company based out of Utah, and this is their flagship battery charger. Now, like I said, this is not a sponsored video. I was in the market for a portable battery charger, having gone through many different types where I found they didn't hold their charge, or if you dropped them, they would fall apart. You would charge them, put them in your bag, not use them for quite some time, pull them out, and they've already lost 50% of their charge. So I was looking for something that was very strong and durable that would hold that charge that I could use for traveling, for work, whether charging laptops, iPads, and phones, or maintaining cameras during run and gun shootings, or any of my Insta cameras, or my portable action cameras, and even gimbals. So anything that takes a USB charge, this will charge. Dark Energy states that this is not built to last days or months, but years. And they say it's one of the longest lasting batteries on the market. In fact, their claim under some type of patent technologies that they're claiming that you can charge this fully, pull it out, and it will hold a charge for 8 years. Now, owning this for 4 months, I can't tell you whether or not it'll hold a charge for 8 years, but I can tell you that in that 4-month time, I've had this fully charged and I've had it sitting in my bag where I've not used it for a week or two, pulled it out, and it's still fully charged. Where I've experienced with other brands and other batteries where you've already seen 10, 20, or 30% battery degradation of that particular unit. So that claim so far has been holding true. The other thing is ease of use. This does very well because it's thin and small. You can see it's about the size of an iPhone Pro 14 Pro Max. So width and size, very small. This is what I like about this particular unit. And it's durable and rugged. And we're going to get into that later into the video about the quality and the durability and the waterproof and so forth. But you can slide this into a pocket, your back pocket, front pocket, into a pouch, camera bag. I can plug this into any of my cameras while they're running, and I can keep it charged. I don't have to worry about batteries. In fact, I can get 20 to 30 hours of runtime if I needed that off of my batteries. I've used it at airports charging my laptops, my phones, and my iPads. It is airplane safe. Obviously, you do have to check airlines. They are getting particular about this. You cannot check it, but you can put it in your carry-on. I've flown with this with all the major airlines and not had any problems with this being in my bag. And traveling with it and actually charging with it at the airports and making sure I've had a charge. So it's a good product, and let's get into it. Okay, so let's talk about the overall size of the unit. It is the size of most phones that you carry today. The overall height is 6 inches or 15.24 centimeters. The width is 3.25 inches or 8.28 centimeters. And the thickness is 0.63 inches or 1.8 centimeters. The weight is pretty light. It's 9.8 ounces or 272 grams. You can see here I just placed it on top of my iPhone 14 Pro Max, and it's the same width and almost length. It's actually slightly shorter than the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Okay, so I've propped it up on its side here, and you can see compared to the iPhone, it's about the same thickness. It does fit in your back pocket. I've put it in my front side pocket. It does fit in any backpack bag, side bags, pouches. Very easy to carry around. You do not notice the weight. It's not bulky at all. It's a very comfortable unit to use at any time. Okay, so for charging, you're going to open the top lid. You're going to connect your USB-C, or you can connect a USB cable if you have it. It does connect really firmly and it holds into place. I've had it connected and using it in a bag to a camera. It's never come loose or in any way whatsoever. Okay, here you can see I'm charging. This is actually the DJI Action 4 camera. I use this to charge an Insta360 cameras, the 1-inch cameras, and you can charge GoPros and so forth with this. What I like about this is I can charge either stationary or while on the fly. So if you are doing some filming and you want to extend your battery life and not worry about having to stop to switch out batteries, you could connect this, put this in a pocket, and still have, with a long enough cord, no problem at all continuing filming. So it's a great little device for that with extra long battery hour. I believe with cameras, it's up to 10 hours of charging time that you can do in continuous filming. Okay, so now example, I'm charging my iPhone here. So this is a USB-C to the iPhone Lightning port. Obviously, you can charge Android as well. And if you didn't have the USB-C to Lightning, you have a USB to a Lightning. Same cord works as well, but you can charge an iPhone, and I believe that's in the, I want to say I read correctly, 200-hour range. So you can actually charge your phone and another phone several times in one battery charging. I've never drained this battery charging phones anytime at all on this. So quite a bit of power to charge phones on here. Okay, and one more example. Here I'm charging my Sony a7R5 using through their USB-C port. It has no problem charging this. Now, what I do like about this is I can either charge the battery in a stationary and not using the camera. Here, the camera is on. So what is happening now is I'm showing that I can actually film and record while the camera is in use and charging. So again, I can extend that battery life into my cameras. In the box, like we talked, you'll get the charging cable. It's a 3-foot charging cable. USB, it's a fine, like a cloth charging cable. It folds up, wraps up pretty nice. Comes with this carabiner, which is a very nice one. It's I think a 6 or 7 tool in one. It has a knife. It has a small little Phillips screwdriver head and a standard screwdriver head in here. If I could get that open and not fail, there it is. So a couple small little screwdriver head. I actually found these helpful when I'm changing sometimes out with camera gear. It's got a bottle opener and then your standard carabiner as well. So nice little unit they give, and I think they sell this on their website for $29, and this comes with the unit. So the Poseidon Pro from Dark Energy is a solid buy, and I would say it's a must-have to have in your bag. Whether you just need it for travel, it's going to charge your laptop. I think you can get about 4 hours out of that. You can, and I've done that. I've been down to almost nothing left in a laptop, put this in, and I've gotten myself fully charged back to 100% using this. It's going to keep your phones and your iPads charged. It's going to work with anything that you need. So the unit's very minimalistic, very basic. You don't need a lot when it comes to these battery chargers. So that's the other thing I like. There's nothing on it that's going to break, or I'm going to break, or a screen I'm going to smash, or it's going to get broken in my bag, or if I drop it. When I flip the cover up, you'll see the cover clicks up. You got your standard USB charger. You got your USB-C charger. This is your in and out charger, so you do plug in the provided USB charge cable that comes with it. This one's about 3 feet long that came with it, but any USB-C charger will go in. You can use the wall charger right here. Plug this in to your standard wall charger, any of these that you have, or if you have a direct USB-C wall charger, you can plug that in and you're going to charge this unit. Charging time for a fully drained battery would be probably anywhere from 5 to 10 hours. Typically what I do is when I use it, I've never really fully drained it. I've taken it down to about 3/4 of it, but I plug it in overnight and the next day it's fully charged and ready to go. It does have this light. The light switch is over on this side. Light turns on. It's not a very powerful light, but what I do find is that in a dark situation, or if I need a quick little light where I had it in, if I need to look at something and I need a bright light, I can use this. I believe it has a little SOS light as well. You can see that it's doing a little flash, and this is maybe an SLS or emergency type light. And you can see that there's a little indicator here flashing up and down that the light's on. So if you accidentally press that button, which by the way, it's pretty hard to press. If I press that light button, you can see I've turned the light on underneath. You can kind of see the light, but that took quite a bit of force to turn that light on, so you're not ever going to really accidentally bump the light, turn it on, and drain the battery. Indicator, same thing. You got to kind of really push that button on the side. But that's it for buttons and functionality. There's nothing else there for connecting any kind of carabiner or any type of strap if you want to strap this and carry it on like a belt hoop or on the side, or strap it to a bag if you want to have it charging and so forth. I tend to don't do that because then I'm always worried about it falling off or something breaking on the bag. I'm not actually worried about this. It's pretty durable plastic. I don't think it's going to break or fall apart, but I'm more worried about maybe the strap coming loose or whatever, so I keep it in a bag or in a pocket. Or I have used it where I did strap it to a tripod or a monopole pod when I'm charging cameras and so forth. So that's come in very, very good use. Durability is through the roof. This thing is a beast. It's what turned me to them when I saw the videos out there from Dark Energy where they were showing that it's waterproof and that they were showing that they could freeze it. They believe they show a video of them driving over it with a car. This thing for me personally has been a tank. I've had it out, I've dropped it on hard concrete, I've dropped it in the mud and so forth. And if you look at it, and I'll come in a little closer here. And if you look at the unit, you're going to see this almost looks like it's brand new out of the box. Now, yes, it's only 4 months old. It's not like I've been using this for 4 or 5 years, but it takes the beating. It really is not showing the wear or the scratches. This is a pretty strong, tough shield that they have on there. This is not the cheapest unit that's out there. There's a lot cheaper units you can find, but they're not going to hold up and out there. This is probably in the higher end price point. When I shopped around, I was looking for features that were going to give me a long-lasting, heavy-duty battery that was waterproof, that was drop-proof, that was just, I'll call it Dave-proof, right? Me, everyday use, dropping it, everything you're going to do that when you're busy with everything else. But it was going to hold the charge, it was going to charge my laptop, and if I put it in my bag and I forgot about it and pulled it out, it was ready to go. So I purchased this back in May of 2023 for $119.99. So like I said, it's in the top end of what you would pay for these types of batteries. But if you go on their website today, in August of 2023, it's still at $119.99. My opinion, this is probably one of the best $120 of portable batteries I've spent. I bought many other ones where I've spent the $50 and $60. Every one of those have either quit on me, I've stopped using them, they were too big, so I could add all those up and probably bought 3 or 4 of these by now. So this unit to me is a 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. I do not think you would go wrong if you're in the market for a portable battery charger. You don't mind the size, like I said about the size of an iPhone, and the durability, the quality, the toughness of this is going to outweigh anything else I've found on the market. I'm very excited about this product. I believe the website, when I was looking at the pricing and so forth just the other night, they're coming out with a new product, or they just released a new product, and it's called the Poseidon Mini. It's a smaller unit of this. I believe it's $50. It's MagSafe, so it's going to charge your phones, click on the back. It's not going to be as big and hold as much power and so forth, but it may be worth looking into if you don't need something as much power. But if you do need to charge laptops, you need to charge phones, you want to be able to do like any kind of live streaming with cameras, you want to have any kind of long type of power charging, this is the way to go. So in summary, was this a good buy? The answer is yes. Yes, it was expensive. $120, that's not cheap, but I will tell you, I believe this is going to last me years. Highly recommend this unit. Look them up, darkenergy.com. I think they're worth a buy. Thanks for coming by. Don't forget to click and subscribe to the channel. More videos to come.